2025 is the year in which AI agents redefined automation. To understand AI agents, you need to understand the transition happening in the field of generative AI. The core transformation is a move away from monolithic models towards compound AI systems. Here's why it matters. Monolithic models are trained on massive data sets. They are inherently limited to static knowledge. They can't access real-time data or personalized inputs unless specifically updated or integrated. It requires immense time, compute, and capital. Let's make it real. Imagine you're planning a vacation with your family and you ask an AI model how many days off you have left. But the AI model fails. Why? Because it doesn't know your employee records or HR database. Now imagine a system. It receives your query, uses a large language model to interpret it, fetches relevant data from your vacation policy database, and it returns to you and you get the answer. You have 10 vacation days remaining. This is what we call as compound AI systems. It uses multiple intelligent components for solving a real world problem. Now let's go deeper. Models are good at summarizing, drafting, and generating creative ideas. But when you wrap them with tools, APIs, memory, and the database, you move from static answers to dynamic decision making. This is the magic of system design. Compound AI systems are modular, flexible, and scalable. You select components like LLMs, search APIs, calculation engines, and verification modules. For example, RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation, popular in 2024, foundational in 2025. RAGs combine the reasoning of LLMs with retrieval mechanisms, but they are still structured. The logic is coded, fetch from this database, return result. But where does RAG fail? It fails in open-ended tasks. For example, ask it about Florida's weather while it's scoped to HR policies. It breaks. Why? Because its path is fixed. It can't deviate. This brings us to the real breakthrough, agentic AI. Agentic systems flip the script. Instead of rigid logic trees, you give control to the model. The model decides the path. It creates plan, breaks down tasks, chooses tools, and adapts in real time. On one end of the spectrum, you have programmatic logic, which is fast, consistent, but limited. On the other hand, you have agentic logic, which is slow, adaptive, and intelligent. Let's look at a concrete example. If you ask how many sunscreen bottles do I need for my Florida vacation, but here the programmatic bot fails because it doesn't know the weather, dosage guidelines, or your vacation length. Whereas an AI agent will recall your vacation dates from memory, query Florida's weather forecast for your destination dates, access CDC or WHO guidelines on sunscreen application, perform calculations based on duration, dosage, and SPF, and it will return you with the answer: bring 6 2-ounce bottles. Agentic AI is not only about chatbots, it's about building AI coworkers, AI project managers, AI analysts, AI researchers, systems that solve problems, take actions, and even collaborate with each other. We are moving from search and completion towards delegation and orchestration, use cases which are exploding in 2025. Customer service agents that solve 80% of tickets end to end. Software development agents that read bugs, write patches, and submit PRs. Operations agents that track inventory, update CRM, and trigger alerts. The fourth is the marketing agents that analyze performance, A/B test creatives, and auto launches campaigns. So how do we build this? Use off-the-shelf LLMs like ChatGPT 4.5, O4, Claude, Gemini. Then build the agent layer. Control logic via ReAct or custom planning frameworks. Tools via APIs, code functions, or plugins. Memory via vector databases or context windows. Interfaces via web apps, chatbots, or voice. And nodes like LangChain, Semantic Kernel, AI, and open agents are leading in the space. But here's the strategic key. Match autonomy level to task complexity. For narrow, repetitive tasks, use the programmatic workflows because it wins here. For dynamic multi-step, ambiguous tasks, use agents. because agents dominate here. You don't want an agent choosing each options in your HR dashboard, but you do want one solving data tickets autonomously, designed for the right level of flexibility and control. Yes, we are seeing a but adaptation is ramping fast. Microsoft Copilot embedding agents into office workflows, Salesforce Einstein agent handling customers in journeys, startups building agents for legal research, VC due diligence, and medical coding. Every business function is now a candidate for agentic automation. The real leverage in 2025 isn't hiring more, it's deploying AI agents that work 24/7, learn continuously, and scale without burnout. This is your moment to integrate them into your workflows, your products, and your teams. Because in the next 12 months, the winners won't use AI, they will operate like AI. Welcome to the agentic age.